There are 8 road course races overall on the NASCAR Cup Series schedule this year, and 7 of them are points paying races. But really, when I think about this, we really don't need this many road course races in a single season. But why do I say that? I'm going to give my opinion on this next. Hey yo, it's me. Hope you guys are doing alright today, because you know what? So am I. I just want to pop in here and kind of give my honest opinion about like bits and pieces of the 2021 schedule, more particularly the road courses. We have 8 road course races this year. 7 of them, as I said in the introduction, are points paying races. And we're going to go through those road courses right now. The first road course race of the season is at Daytona International Speedway. It's a week after the Daytona 500 on the road course section of the racetrack, of the Daytona racetrack. Then they don't go back to a road course again until they go to the Circuit of Americas, or COTA, on Sunday, May 23rd in Texas, which is the first ever running of a NASCAR Cup Series race at COTA. That, to me, will be pretty interesting. But I'll talk more about COTA a little bit later on. We go to Sonoma next for the Toyota Save Mart 350. NASCAR could potentially make a return to California for a road course race, but there are no confirmed resources on this just yet. Another first on the NASCAR schedule, on 4th of July weekend, the Cup Series will be going to Road America for the first time ever this year for a NASCAR Cup Series race at Road America. They'll go to Watkins Glen. If they'll go bowling at the Glen, there is a chance that NASCAR could return New York and upstate New York, Watkins Glen, New York, whatever you want to call it. But I just am not 100% sure, though, because of the pandemic and what's going on down in New York. So it's kind of up in the air. Then the Cup Series will be going to Indianapolis, not for the Brickyard 400, but they'll be racing on the Indianapolis road course, not the oval, but the road course for the first time ever. And I think this actually is going to be an interesting watch, because of the fact that the last few times that the Cup Series has been on the oval, the racing hasn't really served the same amount of excitement as in years past. You know, the history of the Brickyard 400 ever since 2008 onwards has just not been the same. The last road course race on the schedule is the Roval on October 10th for the Bank of America Roval 400. So those are your 7 points paying races, with the first of the total 8 road course races being at Daytona for the Clash, which will be ran on the Daytona road course for the first time ever. So basically, almost a quarter of the schedule is filled with road course races. And to be honest, don't get me wrong, road course racing does produce a lot of excitement, and I like excitement. I like road courses. They're really fun. I mean, as far as NR cases to drive on, same for if you've played Grid before. I mean, road courses are fun to drive on. But, like, honestly, I kind of feel like that 8 road course races in one season, for NASCAR at least, is a little bit it seems like a little bit too much, in my opinion. Just a little bit too much. Because, like, as far as the Daytona road course, I get it, because the only reason why the road course came about, the Daytona road course came about, is because, Sonoma got taken off of the schedule. Watkins Glen got taken off of the schedule because of the pandemic last year. And, well, that was really bad last year, and it's just as bad this year. But, that's how the Daytona road course came about. Everybody seemed to like it, so it's back on for this year. As far as the Circuit of Americas go, that's going to be a first. And I'm really excited to see what kind of racing that we're going to see. But NASCAR has never been Dakota, as I said. I just am not really sure why they're going there. But at the same time, I'm really glad that they're going somewhere different. So I'm kind of on board with this, but at the same time, when I look at it now, I just kind of question the move, if you know what I mean. Sonoma has been on the Cup schedule for almost just over 30 years, ever since 1989, until they didn't go last year. But they're probably going to return this year, depending on what the guidelines, the COVID guidelines, the pandemic guidelines, whatever you call them, are going to be over in California. As far as Sonoma goes, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Sonoma has put together some good excitement, but just honestly, I just really think that Sonoma, at some point, Sonoma is probably going to get taken off of the schedule. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. If you think Sonoma's a really exciting racetrack, that's your opinion, and I will see fit to respect your opinion, and that's a good thing. And I think that's what we all need to do, is just respect other people's opinions. Honestly, I just don't think Sonoma is a really exciting racetrack all the time. It's not an exciting racetrack every single year. There's going to be some exciting finishes at Sonoma, but not every single year. Remember that. So, I mean, like, the only best finish that I've ever seen was 2016, where Stewart got his last win. That is the last exciting finish that I've seen at Sonoma. Other than that, I've never really seen another exciting finish there. Just my opinion. Road America is another one that the Cup Series I don't think has ever been to, at least from what I know. But just really, I don't know. I kind of don't know what to think of it. I think it's great that the Cup Series is going to be at Road America, but I just don't know what to really expect of it. But one way to find out, Watkins Glen, I think, is a really good racetrack. It does produce excitement because like Watkins Glen is it's a speed road course. It's a fast road course. It's a road course based on speed, where you go faster than what you normally would on any other road course. In the Indy road course, I can totally understand why they're going to the Indianapolis road course, because of what we saw last year in the Xfinity Series, especially with the double with the IndyCar and the Xfinity Series at the same place at the same time. Just with the double there, that was really fun to watch. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what the Cup Series is going to do on that road course this year. It's going to be fun. And then last but not least, the Roval. I'm happy that this road course is back for another year, because honestly, just like the last couple of years that we've raced on this course, there has been excitement on this racetrack, and I really do think that it's going to definitely not fail to disappoint. I think it's actually going to do good this year once again. But let's talk about the other tracks that I just don't think really have a spot. Just honestly, my honest opinion on some road courses that I really do not think deserve a spot in this year's schedule. I just don't really think. I mean, just like I don't know what to say to this, because like I like this. I love the fact that these road courses are on here, but at the same time, like there's in my honest opinion, there's probably just too many But in my honest opinion, some tracks that I do not think should be on the schedule, Coda, I don't think should be on the Cup Series schedule. Road America, I don't think should be on the Cup schedule for this year. The road course, the race for the Clash, I don't think they should run it on the road course. They should probably just stick with the oval. That's my opinion. Just really though. Another track that I really just am kind of iffy about, and I'm not going to say it doesn't deserve a spot on here, but I'm still kind of iffy about it. It's still 50-50 for me. Sonoma is a racetrack that I'm kind of like, it should be on the schedule because it's been on there because NASCAR's been going to Sonoma for a while, and no, because like honestly, just the racing there it's okay, but it's not top notch, if you know what I mean. I am kind of happy to see these road courses on the schedule, but I still think there are too many on there. Watkins Glen, the Indianapolis road course, and the Roval, I think definitely do deserve a spot on the schedule, 100%. But as far as Coda, Road America, I kind of don't think that they deserve a spot on there. And also Sonoma, I'm kind of 50-50 on. But regardless, I am happy. I'm really glad to see that they do have a spot. However, I'm happy to see that. But like I said, these are just my opinions. I know it's kind of complicated. It is confusing. I understand that, and I'm sorry if you are confused by that. So basically, in a nutshell, I am happy to see that there are new tracks on the schedule. However, I do think that also at the same time that places that there are too many road courses that Coda and Road America shouldn't be on the schedule. Sonoma, I'm kind of 50-50 on. But as far as the Daytona road course, the points race at the points race on the road course, Watkins Glen, the Indianapolis road course, and the Roval, I think those 4 road courses definitely do deserve a spot on the schedule. I think 4 road course races should do. But like I said, that's my honest opinion. So I'm going to pass it on to you guys. What do you think? Do you think that the number of road courses that we have on the schedule is a good number? Do you think some of these tracks do belong on the schedule? Do you think there are some tracks that don't, some road courses that don't belong on the schedule? Let me know what you think down in the comments below if you do end up finding this video. But until then, thank you guys a lot for watching. If you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you have not considered subscribing yet, I recommend you do so. You can keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And that about does it for me. I'll see you in the next one.